Brett.
Okay,
and
wait.
of course,
Can I cut you off there? I need to know, what do you drink? Like, what tea are you drinking? Because are you allowed to share with the audience, or is that just like
and
saying,
here
putting that out there?
is coffee. I'm sorry, it's not tea. It's coffee.
Is it like MJ's special stuff? You know what I'm saying?
It's special sauce that I cannot share.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And boom goes the dynamite.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Tea Time with Tommy. And I'm going to be your host today, Nora, or as Tommy likes to call me, Nora Brate, which translated means bro, just so you know. I don't know if you know that. You've been calling me that for years, but...
Nora Brate, like the best nickname ever. And Nora Brate, thank you for doing this. Yes.
Also, my lighting is very odd. I look very red, but whatever.
We'll look at me in my weird hat right now.
I'm so nervous to be reunited with the Tommy Slav.
Absolutely. I have to say, guys, before we go, yes, Nora Brate, she's been amazing to come on as a moderator because Britt and Norbs are slackers and they're lazy.
Why are you always hating on poor Norbs? Maybe he actually, he's like he's stuck on the train, or who knows,
Yeah, to be honest, like Norbs said, Nora, that he doesn't do UFC.
Norbs, you're a legend. Don't listen to him. I got you, bro.
He is slacking. I'm just kidding. I love all of you. I love Norbs, Brett.
Okay, wait. Can I cut you off there? I need to know, what do you drink? Like, what tea are you drinking? Because are you allowed to share with the audience, or is that just like...
Link below, guys. It's
Tommy's selling his own. Actually, you should make your own tea and sell it. That would be a good little addition.
And here,
putting that out there,
is coffee. I'm sorry, it's not tea. It's coffee.
Is it like MJ's special stuff? You know what I'm saying?
It's special sauce that I cannot share.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
I
also didn't get the memo about what we're talking about today. Just so you guys know.
Oh,
listen,
my
if
goodness.
I can't, no.
Right.
If I sound like a complete buffoon, I was told we're talking basketball today. And then this guy comes in, switcheroo. He's like, oh yeah, by the way, Nora Brate, it's UFC's in town this weekend. So we're talking UFC. I have nothing to do with UFC. So I barely, I have little to zero knowledge. But listen. We're going to wing it. We're going to go. I Googled it, some of it, so we'll put it out there. But if I sound, dumb, it's not my fault.
Blame it on me. Blame it on this guy. Blame it on this guy.
Yeah. Starting this Saturday, so the main event, let's get to it. Sean Strickland versus Dricus. Is that how you pronounce it?
Dricus.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, my guy.
All good.
Dricus Du Plessis.
Du Plessis. Yes. Great.
He's South American? No, sorry.
He's
South African.
South Africa. He calls himself an Africaner. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. But yes, great.
And Sean Strickland's an American.
Yeah, exactly. So,
not that that's relevant. Most people watching this will already know that. So here we go.
We just lost more views. All right. Hey, let's get. Let's get to the point. All right. Sorry to waste your time.
I was here to talk about Raptors. Just saying. All right, let's go. So the main event, what are your thoughts? What's going on here?
Yes, so Dricus Du Plessis, of course, he defeated Robert Whittaker in the last fight. He was supposed to fight Israel, the last style bender at Adesanya, as all the viewers know, all the fight fans know in the world and in Toronto, Canada. But then he got injured. He had to pull out. So up stepped the legendary, immortal Sean Strickland. And he defeated Israel Adesanya convincingly in his last fight, and has now set up the match against Du Plessis, and Strickland will be the main event at UFC 297. Brate and Tea Time viewers, I think it is going to be electric. It is going to be a closer fight than Adesanya. The styles make fights, guys. I think more like Adesanya is more like finesse, right? Nora Brate. He's more like
Hmm.
fast, skill striker. Du Plessis is kind of a ground and pound guy, and also definitely striker as well. But he's the one that will come forward. He's not going to try to deke like Adesanya. He's going to meet Sean Strickland head on, and Strickland's not scared of no one. He'll meet you head on as well. But styles make fights. But honestly, I believe Strickland will win this fight. It could go either way.
You sound very confident.
Because he's just on a high. He's already defeated, Adesanya, who's going to be in the Hall of Fame for the UFC. He lost to Alex Pereira, but Pereira is a knockout artist. So once again, like Pereira, go figure. Pereira knocks out Strickland, and then Strickland beats Adesanya. And Adesanya was the one that knocked out Pereira. Go figure that triangle circulation, right, guys? So
wait, so from my sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, from my quick Google search, the notes were that Strickland is more of a technical striker, very good defensive skills.
Yep.
Du Plessis,
he's more like
Du Plessis
he's more of a
little more.
striker. He's a defensive striker. He will wait for you to come in. That's where he applies his best. He's a defensive.
But Du Plessis has a little more power and aggression, no?
Yes, he's more of a power.
Would you say that?
Ground and pound guy. Strickland can kind of wrestle, but he's more of a defensive striker. He likes to stay on his feet. So if Du Plessis can take him down, advantage Du Plessis. Styles makes fight Nora Brate. That's why you gotta love the UFC. Anything can happen. But I just want to see a press conference. I believe Sean Strickland is the most entertaining person on the mic. Yes, don't get me wrong, guys. Okay. He does say things across the line, which is not right. I disagree with. But he's just I think funny on the mic, and
as well what?
No, he's funny on the mic as well. He's a great fighter. So this is going to be a great main event for Toronto UFC 297, which Dana White raked up the charges of $500 a ticket for the nosebleed. But I am not going to blame the boss because I love Dana White. So
you just blamed him.
Maybe it's not him. Maybe it's his
because Dana White. But I'm not going to blame him. But
Dana, I love you.
Uncle Dana.
Don't listen to her. Don't listen to her.
No, but that's a little redonkulous. Like $500 for a nosebleed ticket? Don't think so. Not even the Rolling Stones are that much. My God.
That's why I'm not going. That's why I'm asking you to come to the pre-fight conference with me. Because I can't afford $500 to watch a UFC fight. It's not happening.
You should call Uncle Dana.
I have to. Well, hey, if we get tea time going, Nora Brate, then he might notice us and boom. Next event in Toronto, UFC, we're there.
Wait, so would you say Strickland has the level of like Conor McGregor smack talk? Because I think that's when I probably noticed like UFC in general was when Conor McGregor came around and started talking shit. He was all over socials and the news everywhere, all over the world.
Hey, I'm a huge Conor McGregor fan.
It's been a bit quiet in the past few years, no?
Hey, no disrespect to King Conor McGregor. Like, he's one of my favorites. Hall of Fame.
You sound like you're just about to disrespect him.
No. So what I'm trying to say is, before he kind of went off the deep end with Khabib and Steve Poirier, right? He kind of went off the deep end with those two fighters, Dustin Poirier, that is. He was the man. Like he will be the greatest on the mic in UFC history, in my opinion, when he was in his prime. Before he kind of went off the deep end to Khabib and Poirier. But he was the electric on the mic. So I don't think anyone can compare to prime Conor on the mic. But Strickland, he's kind of close. Strickland, he says things that go over the line. I have to say, like, I love the guy, but he's very witty on the mic, but does say things that are like, not cringe. Like, you don't say stuff like that. You know what I mean? Nora Brate, but
I haven't heard it, so I can't vouch for him, but I will say that sort of stuff does sell fights, so I'm interested to see what he's got.
If he's within the lines, as he knows too, he goes over the line too. He's admitted it, but when he's within the lines, funniest guy on the mic. Just sometimes he goes a little off, which is not good, but I'm sure hopefully he'll kind of fix that. But yeah, McGregor, he's funny on the mic as well. You also have Colby Covington, which I find is funny. But there are times that he goes over the line too, like he did with Rocky, his last opponent. He fought basically Leon Edwards. Talked about, it was bad. He talked about his dad passing away, and he's gonna see him in hell. That wasn't good. It wasn't good. So yeah, sometimes you gotta like Connor went over the line too. So you gotta like if you're within the line of boundaries, you don't go over. Man, these guys are funny on the mic, but if they go over the line, of course, it's not right. But,
From what I've heard, it's the fight game, baby.
that's
Don't know.
true, but
Those lines are a little blurred. But
to go over them. But anyways, yeah.
But anyways, why don't we get back to? Do you have any more to say about on Strickland or Du Plessis?
No, I think it'll be great.
Last final thoughts.
I hope you come with me to the pre-press conference, Nora Brate. We can see them. Strickland's funny.
Now you're just trying to catch me in like a recording of like, yes, Tommy, I'll go with you.
But
we'll see.
It's great.
Okay, so what about the rest of the card? Give me the rundown.
So you got the co-main event, bantamweight, vacant bantamweight championship, Raquel Pennington versus Mayra Bueno Silva, if I pronounced that right. Basically, Pennington's more known. She was in the Ultimate Fighter, Team Tate versus Team Rousey. She made it to the semifinals, but didn't make it to the finals. She's fought like legends, like Holly Holm, Miesha Tate, and Amanda Nunes, the GOAT, the GROAT, greatest woman, the GWOAT, greatest woman of all time. And she's got more of an experience as well. But Mayra Bueno Silva, she's ranked number 3 in bantamweight, and Pennington's number 2. So Silva's no slouch. She defeated Holly Holm, but after defeating a Hall of Famer like Holly Holm, she was suspended for doping violations, suspectedly. She's told UFC she didn't mean to. Like management, she didn't mean to dope, but they caught her. So she was like suspended for a couple of months.
Not mean to dope, unless you're like really like if you drink like an energy drink by accident. But
hey, so. you never know. Like like if they, who knows? Maybe someone put something in her drink, like the manufacturer put something in there that we don't know of, and she drank it. UFC fighters drank it, and you get positive doping. But however, she's back and she's ready to go against Raquel Pennington. Definitely a great women's fight, in my opinion. A lot of UFC fans that I know don't really like women's fights, but to me, I think they're great. Like, look at Amanda Nunes. Like, man, she was great. Holly Holm, these guys are legends. Miesha Tate, Ronda Rousey. So I'm glad that the co-main event is happening. We have another one real quickly. Neil Magny versus Mike Malott. Neil Magny is known from also the Team Ultimate Fighter. He was on Team Carwin when Team Carwin fought Team Nelson. He lost in the semifinals in the Ultimate Fighter. He is a submission expert in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, 28-11 records, well experienced. He defeated Kelvin Gastelum and Hector Lombard, which were great wins. However, he lost last fight. He lost to Ian Gary. Of course, that famous press conference when Gary made fun of his parenting skills and just what Doug and his family. Everyone wanted Magny to destroy Ian Gary, but went the opposite way. So it was a huge disappointment. So he's looking to bounce back against the Canadian Mike Malott. Little known about Mike Malott, Nora Brate. He's from Burlington, Ontario, Canadian mixed martial artist, 10-1 record, only last loss in 2014 against Hakeem Dawodu. He's defeated Mickey Gall, though, and Adam Fugit, pretty good UFC fighters in their own right. He's good at grappling and striking. And, of course, last one in the main card, of course, everyone knows Chris Curtis, part of Team Randy Couture, Nora, 30-10 record, very experienced fighter, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Was famous for being on Dana White's Contender Series back in 2018. He won the fight by knockout, did not receive a UFC contract. Ouch. He's disappointed in that. Decided to retire for a while, but has come back. He will be facing, little known, another Canadian, Marc-Andre Barriault, Canadian mixed martial arts, 16-6 records. I can't put Marc-Andre Barriault. I don't know. I heard of this guy. Did some research, though. 16-6 record. He is from Quebec, Canada. So I'm going to go, what I just said there, Raquel Pennington, tough fight though. She's in tough against Bueno Silva, but Pennington will win. I believe unanimous decision. Magny will beat Mike Malott. It's going to be a good fight though. It's going to be a tough fight. I would go with, I think, submission, 4th round. No, wait a minute. If it's 3 rounds, make that 2nd round. Submission by Neil Magny. And Chris Curtis will defeat Marc-Andre Barriault. I'm going to go with 1st round TKO. Sorry, I know we're Canadians, Nora, but I don't know. I haven't seen any good Canadian fighters. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe
be a hater.
Oh, maybe Malott and Barriault can prove me wrong. Can prove us wrong and win their fights. I think Malott could. I think Malott has a good chance.
So out of all these fights, which one are you most excited to watch?
Oh,
not including the main event.
You know what? I'm really looking forward to watching. A lot of people will blame me for this, but I'm like Neil Magny and Mike Malott because Malott
Why
is
would they
yes.
blame you?
Well, I mean, it's like who are these guys? You see,
Oh, but
casual fans are like, what is this? But the true fans know like how good Magny is.
there you go.
However, yeah, it looks like Malott could be a challenge. Although he's not as experienced as Magny is, but his last fight, he only got one loss, and that was in 2014. He's a big dude, Burlington, Ontario. He's a mixed martial artist. He can fight, he can grapple, he can strike. He's been doing a lot of grappling, BJJ schools lately to learn how to grapple. So he's a big dude. So I mean, Neil Magny, he's going in there. He knows he's got his hands full. So I mean, that should be a very good fight. I'm also looking at. I think the women's fight's going to be a lot of fire spark plugs, as I used to say. Nora Brate, it's going to be fire works happening between Pennington and Silva. Yeah, I'll be honest. I've been hearing from a lot of my top UFC friends that they're disappointed in the card. They're not going to pay a ticket to go. We are going to be proven wrong. It's going to be sold out because we're the most naivest fan base in the world. Toronto people, they'll just go buy anything. Oh my goodness,
Well,
UFC coming. We gotta pay us $1,000 to go buy. We're passionate. We're most passionate fans too.
but what would you say is like
in combat?
it's
MMA?
it's the first time since 2018, UFC's back in Toronto. So what would you say is the significance to kind of in that and to get their butts in the seats?
Well, the significance is like I know this might not sound like great, but they're finally back after 4 years. Like people are wondering, Dana, when are you bringing it to Toronto? Dana, when are you coming back to the Mecca of Canada? Over and over again, all the Canadian reporters are asking him. He's finally delivered, so they're back. It's honestly the thing is to make this more like don't wait every 3 years, Dana and UFC to bring a UFC to Toronto, Canada. Make it once a year at least. Make it the Toronto is a rabbit. It's the one that helped Dana skyrocket UFC. Back when I think it was UFC 129, Nora, GSP versus Luke Shields, or Jake Shields. That card was just 120 in the Rogers Center. Oh, it was stacked.
Did you go?
No, I didn't go. I wasn't in Toronto. I was in St. Catharines, Ontario. Thank you very much.
No.
But it was stacked. I believe. So many great fighters were in there. Charles Oliveira was in the undercard. Like, give me a Charles Oliveira was on the undercard, guys. Think of that.
Damn.
UFC 129.
Guys.
Wonder Boy Thompson was on that card. It was stacked, and that pay-per-view launched UFC to where it is. Helped launch it to where it is right now. I'm not saying it was the sole reason Nora Brate.
I was gonna say I don't know if that's the sole reason.
It was a huge reason. It was a huge reason they launched it. I think Nate Diaz was in that card too, I believe. But
what year was that?
2011.
Oh wow. Okay.
2010. Maybe I did move to Toronto just then. But yeah, and the significance is we are a rabid fan base. Dana knows, he said it, that we are one of the most rabid, passionate UFC MMA fan bases in the world. And he wants us to keep supporting UFC. So how are you gonna do that? Dana, just bring more events to UFC. And hopefully I will get media passes because I got rejected by UFC media. Therefore,
come on, Dana, get this guy in there. Who are you gonna ask about what their favorite Timbit is if they don't let you in?
Listen, my friend Tommy 2, the sequel, will ask Dana to get us media passes. That's gonna happen.
Okay,
that's how it's
easy there.
We love you, Dana. We love you, Dana. But
no, but if you could go in there and ask anybody anything, what would you ask right now? And who?
Oh, like you mean like a press conference question?
Yeah.
Oh, who else? Mr. the Immortal Sean Strickland.
All right.
What would I ask him? Oh my goodness, this guy is.
You've got one question, one hit wonder. What are you asking him?
Why do you hate Canada?
Why does he hate Canada?
I mean, he didn't really. I don't know if he said that. He was on the Nelk Boys. Guys, shout out to the Nelk Boys, the podcast, world famous.
Yeah, that's why I keep saying Uncle Dana, because I've watched a podcast with Dana White.
Nelk Boys, please come on Tea Time, and please, you guys are like, wow, amazing. But I think he said he hate. I don't know if he said he hates Canada. They asked him because they're Canadians, the Nelk Boys, right?
Yeah.
they asked him, well, what do you think about Canada? Why do you hate Canada? I don't know if he said he hates Canada, but he's just kind of like says, I don't know, we communist or something, like something with our government, the Trudeau government, and how, we don't allow guns in Canada and all that stuff. Like, he's a really free spirited guy. Nora Brate, Sean Strickland, very free spirited, happy go lucky guy. He just wants to have fun. So something about the politics of Canada. That's why he just doesn't like coming to Canada or the cold. I don't know.
We all got some issues with.
I gotta watch the Nelk Boys again.
But...
Hey, check out viewers. Check out the Nelk Boys with Sean Strickland. You'll find out why he doesn't like Canada. I believe so.
Okay, but with that's not what you would ask him.
It'd be funny though if I asked him. I mean, okay.
You're gonna say like, "What's your favorite Timbit?" Who'd you ask that again?
I could go. Hey. I heard you don't like Canada, Sean, but we have the double and Timbits. We have the best donut store in the world, Tim Hortons. There, that was my question.
Well, let me tell you,
what's your favorite Timbit?
He'd never forget you.
Absolutely, I would love to someday have him on Tea Time. Oh my, would that be epic or what? He's a professional. Like, he doesn't beat around the bush. He doesn't like you or like what you wear. He's gonna knock you right there. He knocked the Nelk Boys too in that episode. He was telling them how they're not dressed properly. They look professional, so they're not going to. What do you think
he'd comment on your outfit right now?
He hates it probably. He thinks I look like a ridiculous dork. What he's going to say. But look,
you got to rock it if you like your style.
I love my professional jacket here. Yeah, I'm gonna be like Stephen A. I'll be annoying. I'll be like Stephen A. As you can see, I got my Gucci $20,000 jacket here and my $50,000 Korean hat because I'm Stephen A. and I keep it
says Korea on it, right?
Alleviating about what I wear, about my lifestyle. You look at me, yeah. But yeah, I honestly, I wish someday when Tea Time's huge, my friend Tommy is huge. John Strickland will be here with the Nelk Boys.
Wait, have you told your viewers what my friend Tommy is, or are you just mentioning it now because I'm on?
Well, I'm just gonna say, guys, I did mention it, but I think we should do that on a bigger platform show, Nora Brate. I mentioned it with my friend Tommy. I have mentioned it. I've come on with my version shirt on.
Oh, wow.
Britt and Norbs are going to be my eyewitnesses. They've seen my version shirt on a couple of times. But my friend Tommy, guys, check it out at MFT Movie on Instagram and my friend Tommy on Facebook. Am I correct, Nora Brate? You created it, didn't you? Both of them? I
think so. It's been a minute.
Okay, that's great.
Buddy, how many years have we been working on it?
One of our most greatest experiences is that's your answer. You think you created the account. Okay, but I believe it's at MFT Movie on Instagram, guys, and my friend Tommy on Facebook. Yes. Watch it. It's going to be epic. And once
and
we're going to do a sequel.
To flip back to the pod. Any last words, my friend?
Yes, I'm going to say one thing is thank you so much, Nora Brate, for coming on and being a special guest moderator, because Nora's and Britt have slacked big time.
It's not called Tea Time with Norbs and Britt, Tommy.
I'm kidding. Listen, we'd love
let them breathe.
You know what? Please, we'd love to have you back on as guest moderator.
Well, you know what? I will come back on one day when we actually have a topic that I know more about. But
Raptors, of course.
You were well versed in all of this, so it was a good little quick episode. But I will have questions ready for you, like proper quick fire questions. I have a whole segment that was prepared for Raptors.
But
and I don't think you would be ready for it tonight, so you're lucky that we didn't talk about the Raptors.
I'll have my $50,000 blazer and my $20,000 hat and my $10,000 glasses. I'm acting like Stephen A. Smith right now on the ESPN First Take.
Nah, you need to act like Tommy. Don't act like anybody else. Who the?
I'm me. I'm top gold. But it will be an honor to have you back, because once again, Britt and Norbs are slack. I'm kidding. It would be an honor to have you back.
Thanks, friend. Let's cheers to that. Thanks for having me on.
Yo. Wow.
On another note, please like and subscribe our podcast, Tea Time with Tommy, or else Tommy will throw tea at you.